Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing 1899. This is season 1, episode 3, titled The Fog. So 2 episodes in. The mystery is definitely there. The intrigue. A lot of horrible things going down as well, especially what happened at the end of the last one with the little girl, Ada, however you want to pronounce her name, which we also established is not necessarily a typically Danish name per se.
I know one person, and it's not even pronounced. Ada is pronounced Ada. So yeah.
Yeah. When I was rewatching the second episode while editing it, I thought they said Eva, but Ada. Either way, that was sad as fuck. But there must have been a reason as to why this Daniel guy, he chose to take her out. And then we, of course, got them now, the ship, like towing the other ship, Prometheus, back to Europe. Are they going to make it all the way there? What do they do? What do their employers know about this entire situation, since they want them to sink the ship and they're willing to just lose profit because of it? And that was a whole deal as well. And then them receiving a message towards the end, which is something we didn't talk about. We saw that one of the other guys who works for Ike was looking at, them receiving another message. And was that from the Prometheus again, or from their employers? So as per usual, questions, and more questions.
Yes.
You have a thought
about
something.
It just struck me a new theory here.
Oh.
I think it's a social experiment.
The whole thing.
So for each ship, perhaps, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's they're being observed, and then something tragic happens, and then they want to see the how they react to that tragic. And then we have that guy who came aboard,
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps he's like, they use him as a trigger in sorts.
Oh yeah,
Perhaps.
to trigger the social experiments even further, or something that's planned. But yeah, it's brutal as fuck. That's what it is, at least. And someone is watching them on screens. I mean, what the fuck? And that's still a big question mark as well, especially with like when this is taking place in 1899. Yeah. If it is indeed taking place in 1899, or if it's
certainly
just
didn't look like it
from the screens. No. But hey, I'm pretty much ready to just continue this very intriguing journey. But before we do, we also want to let you know that, once again, this video is sponsored by Movie Palette. I talked a lot about them in the last video, and you can still see the beautiful painting in the background with the lines, each line representing a scene from a movie, and then the colors.
Same movie.
It's the same movie as last time, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That's the one we got. And then, yeah, colors. The dominant color in each scene. And they have so many different movie paintings over there. Take a look at it. There's a link down in the description, in the pinned comment. Use the code SPIDER15 to get 15% off of your purchase, and then you can get something beautiful, exciting, and unique to hang up on your wall at home. Or you can, buy it as a gift for someone as well. Like the holiday season is like right around the corner. It's here basically. So could be a good idea for a gift. Who knows? And also, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like, comment, all that good stuff. Check out the Patreon, where we got full-length reactions to 1899 and a bunch of other shows that we have been watching on the channel. There's some exclusive stuff as well, and it's the best way to support the channel if you want to support us financially. But now we are ready. Let's do this. Season 1, episode 3, The Fog. Here we go. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, that's like one of my worst nightmares. Now we're gonna be following her. in this one. Perhaps. More closely. And yeah, of course, the triangle shape on the back of her. Yeah, they're just focusing on it. Never mind.
One has to adjust to a situation as it unfolds. With every calamity comes opportunity.
Oh no. He's gonna whore her out to Lucien, the French guy. What you've done?
Ada? Ada?
They haven't even told them yet.
No discoloration in the throat. Rules out poisoning. Looks like natural causes to me.
Natural causes?
Stroke or heart attack.
What?
She looked healthy. There was nothing wrong with her.
And that's why I think it's a mistake for women to venture into the field of medicine. They're too attached to their emotions to ever clearly perceive the facts at hand.
You are seething right now.
Survival of the fittest. It's the process of natural selection. And a way for God to clean out the bad
Oh
seeds.
my god, you misunderstood that one.
Wir hatten klare Sicht. Und dann, von einer Sekunde auf die nächste, das hier.
Wir bleiben auf Position. Warten, bis der Nebel sich gelichtet hat.
Something tells me that this fog will not clear.
Es ist ein Fehler. Genau wie jede Entscheidung, die er bis jetzt getroffen hat. Wir haben unseren Kurs verlassen. Das Schiff umgedreht. Er ist vollkommen verrückt geworden.
It's only a matter of time before we're going to see some sort of mutiny here.
They died in a fire almost 2 years ago. But yesterday, I saw Nina. How is that possible? Can we see things that aren't there and still believe they're real?
Well,
The mind is...
Our brain isn't always entirely reliable.
Yeah. Is he gonna... Yep, okay. I am not going mad. Look at this shit.
Am I mad? The ship company. I believe they're trying to hide something. Whatever happened on the Prometheus, the captain must have written it down. I'm going back to find the logbook.
I'm coming with you.
Great, yeah, go back to the haunted fucking ship.
oh.
Oh. Oh, we got Norwegian people in here as well.
You're prettier than I thought. Lie down. I need to see if you're clean.
What? What?
Desire meets opportunity. Et voila.
You want to burn that witch.
This might hurt a little. I hope you knew what this job was when you took the other girl's place. You ready, Tate?
Took the other girl's place. What? That technology is not... What? So yeah, if this is some sort of social experiment, he's in on it.
Mm-hmm. You didn't see it in the last one? That
That-
the messages that they're receiving are those triangles?
I didn't think about it like that,
Oh,
honestly. Okay, something else that I've thought about while I was editing. Mysterious clattering. When Mara asked the boy, where are the other passengers? What he did immediately after was just hand her the little pyramid. Are they fucking in there? Did that thing just swallow them up? Or, yeah, I don't know. It's just...
你淨係識得韞住我咋？次次啲男人上船嚟揾我哋，我都要匿埋，咁同坐監有咩分別啊？以前至少你唔使出賣自己啊，有咩大不了啫？我睇你做都睇到見慣見熟啦，你 咁樣做翻唔到轉頭㗎。你會墮落到我呢個地步，變成一個低賤嘅女人。靈兒。
What the fuck is this?
Wow.
It is so foggy. Oh no.
That's not the same.
It's not. No.
This isn't the same box.
你落咗幾多俾佢飲啊？我淨係想佢瞓着啫，已經太遲啦。我哋要移走佢。
Okay.
Co się stało? Zimno ci?
Oleg seems like a really good guy.
Yeah, he really does.
Znam lepszą kryjówkę. Chodź.
He knew that look. What that meant.
Yeah, we still don't know what he's running from specifically yet. All we know is just he wants to go to New York like everyone else.
Sprichst du Deutsch?
Ein bisschen.
Oh.
Wir haben deine Schwester gefunden.
Okay, so maybe he doesn't want to do the mutiny by himself, so he's trying to get the people behind him.
Maybe he just wants to, in this situation, to do what he thinks is the right thing by telling the family, "Oh fuck, Toby's gonna lose it."
Mira lo que ha traído la marea.
I knew it.
A mí me obligaron a esconder quién soy toda mi vida. Yo no escogí mi máscara. Mi madre lo hizo por mí. Pero tú... Todo el mundo te ve tal y como eres.
Dude. Consent.
What is it with like all this sexual assault in this one? Wow. Alright.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
Alright. Gate pounds rhythmically. I guess he gave his consent. You know, or they both did. It was consensual.
The logbook. It should be here.
It's fucked. Again, this ship, like, it has clearly been underwater or something, right? Is there the same?
There's one here as well.
Give me a hand.
We're just going in. Yeah, why not?
Do you see anything?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, so why did you crawl under the bed with that?
I think there's a room down there as well. Because there's a rattling sound.
Yeah, of course. Duh. Alright, we finally get to see these two interact.
Did you find it?
Huh. So they're looking for something.
The fleet, a total of 3 German ships, was sold to a British investor, Henry Sinkerton. The ships went to the dry dock for 3 months.
Henry.
They put in the new communication system and they refurbished everything.
The name on her letter. Is she gonna show him the letter now?
It's the ship company's symbol.
Oh.
They clearly put this here.
And that's why it's everywhere on the yep. Now the question is, what the fuck is this company? What do they want?
A jak jesteś głodna, to ja mogę coś przynieść. To nie jest problem, mogę po coś pójść. I to poczekaj tutaj.
Ja zaraz przyjdę.
Yeah, she understood none of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's just here by herself. Nope. Nope. Don't walk into it.
What the hell?
我班船今晚夜啲先開，我已經同班姊妹講咗再見。我仲有樣嘢想俾你睇下。
Is this the person she ended up giving the tea
I think so.
inadvertently killing? Yeah.
你係咪飲咗？你俾我飲㗎喎。我淨係想你瞓着啫。到你醒翻嗰陣，我已經攞住你張飛去緊英格蘭啦。
Co się stało?
我哋冇可以有補償㗎，我哋係可以有補償㗎。
And now Kresta's gonna find out.
Yeah.
Krista, stop! Stop!
Vi ska åpne vinduet, ellers kan chefen komme ud.
We've got tissues. There's something there if you want to.
Wait,
Excuse me?
is that his trauma he's reliving?
I'm not quite sure. I think this actually happened because they look dead in the same way as Ada.
Yeah, okay.
They are really exploring the ship this time around.
They put this here as well.
Whatever it is, whatever they've done to the ship, it doesn't explain where everyone went. How hot do these get?
Up to 900 degrees Celsius.
A cremated generates that kind of temperature.
You want to see if that's where all the people ended up? Oh, wait.
Is that the logbook?
Passenger list. What? What did it say? Why aren't you telling her anything?
Have you found something?
No.
No?
We should return.
What did it say? There was something in there that made him not trust her. Was her name on the list?
Perhaps, yeah.
I can't see what else it can be that would make him react like that.
His own name?
But then why wouldn't he?
你講得啱，我哋係唔可以有夢想嘅。如果我哋攞咗啲唔屬於我哋嘅嘢，嗰啲咁嘅夢想，只會變成噩夢。你同 Mrs. Wilson 講，我準備好啦。
Wow.
What kind of tremor?
Oh, wait. Yeah, we've seen him do that before. Like, the tremors. And he's taking something.
I think it's like drugs.
But yeah.
I mean like narcotics. Like
Should-
cocaine or something that makes him tremble.
So he's having some sort of withdrawal. That's why he's shaking.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah.
Mm.
If it's a dopaminergic agent, it could be.
Yeah, she's got a letter as well. Didn't see the name, but
Virginia?
did it say that?
Didn't
Something
it
with a
say-
B.
Or Victoria?
Maybe we've heard it before. Again, there's a lot of names.
Arrête. T'es pas obligé de faire ça, c'est parce que je veux.
It's not.
J'aimerais juste rester ici un petit moment. Si tu veux bien. Je pensais avoir droit à une vie différente. Ça n'a plus aucune importance maintenant.
Oh, okay, c'est une actual...
N'aie pas peur. Ça dure jamais longtemps.
A seizure, maybe? Yeah, a seizure.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, we misjudged the guy.
Yeah, completely. He didn't get his medicine, perhaps that's why he...
Yeah.
Du musst das Kommando übernehmen. Du hast es selbst gesagt, irgendwas stimmt nicht mit dem Schiff. Irgendwas hat da drüben alle umgebracht. Und jetzt passiert das Gleiche hier. Warum wollte die Reederei, dass wir das Schiff versenken? Vielleicht sollte, was auch immer da drauf ist, nicht von darunter.
Du hast den Captain gehört. Wir warten.
Okay. He just wants, things to play out. Again, because he's clearly in on it in some capacity. But Franz is not having it. Why are you going down? Ah, okay, too. You're right about what you said earlier. It's gonna get them on his side.
Ich sage, wir kämpfen. Bring die Kerberos zurück auf Kurs. Wer kämpft mit mir? Los, pack die Gewehre aus.
Whoa. Oh, shit. It's really about to pop off now. Whoa.
Is she mad?
Yeah, I get it. Oleg, you don't seem like the violent type. What are you gonna do? Oh. That's where they put Sean.
Ramiro, no te vas a creer lo que está pasando ahí fuera. La gente se está armando.
¿Dónde estabas?
Now's not the time. I get the jealousy and all. But there's a mutiny.
¿Me estás escuchando lo que te quiero decir? Que vamos a conseguir lo que queríamos. El barco va a dar la vuelta.
Ah, okay.
Pero mejor ya no lo quiero. ¿Te ha venido la regla o qué?
Wow.
Yo maté a un hombre. Yo le arrebaté a alguien su puta vida y ahora me he visto con sus ropas y todo por ti.
Yo soy quien soy. Y tú eres quien eres. Nada va a cambiar eso. ¿A dónde vas?
Voy a hacer lo correcto. Voy a avisar al capitán.
Ooh. Okay, what did you see? Yep. Her name.
He's a deeply hurt man whose judgment has been clouded by his past experiences.
I lost someone too.
This I recognize from the trailer.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Alright, so that's that.
Don't end here, please.
It's gonna end here. It's gonna fucking end right here. What? What? He just remote controlled something and made the ship disappear. And that was not the Prometheus that happened to. That was Kavos. Oh, fuck, man. They really want to make you just keep going with this. God damn it. Where even to begin? I feel like we do get some answers along the way in some sense, but not answers that will tell us what's really going on, you know, big picture wise.
That's what they do.
That is what they do, and that is how they keep you engaged. And then throwing in a bunch of new questions, and especially with what happened in the end. And that's like, We've seen some weird shit on this show and stuff that's let's call it unnatural, fantasy sci-fi like. But that, like teleporting a big ass ship to wherever, that takes the cake so far. And the way he did it with just moving those pieces around, which again, you know, like triangles we've seen all over the place. And we know now, yeah, of course, we got to confirm that is the company symbol. And we saw it in the messages on that panel that guy was, you know, pressing on a few buttons. So why, man? Why? What the fuck is going on? That's what. Yeah, what the fuck is going on? That's what we're trying to figure out. We got more people dying, same way as Ada.
So it must be Daniel who does it, because he did it with Ada.
Yeah, but we don't know what actually kills them, because when they did the autopsy, or at least, you know, the examination, there were no signs, you know, from what they could see. And then Mara, of course, you know, tried to intervene, and then we got that the horrible speech from the doctor guy.
Yeah, but you said something about just trying to run with that with the kid. Once Mora asked, "Where are these people? Where the passengers? Where have they gone?" And he showed he wanted her
he handed her the
pyramid
triangle pyramid thing. Yeah.
What if they take their souls? That's also why, perhaps why they showed us why Krista was like, we need to open the window so her soul can get out. Maybe that was a clue that perhaps they just like drain the body from the soul from the body in a way. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Like besides like the obvious thing with him wanting to do it for religious reasons, yeah, there could also be a plot thing there, and the reason why they included it like that.
Because usually they don't show us, like, just considering Dark at least, they don't show us stuff that doesn't mean something. Yeah. To the story and what's gonna happen. Like everything, there's the significance to everything that they do and everything they show us, everything that the characters are saying with their backgrounds as well. And we are also slowly learning more and more about where each person, like where they're coming from, what happened in their life. And I really like the way that they're doing it so far with, you know, furthering the plot. And we do get a lot from each character in each episode, but they're also focusing in on one person in particular. First episode being Mara, and then second one being Ike, and this one focusing in on Ling Yi, yeah, and how she got there and what she did to get here, and the way that she got a look into the past, or, you know, got to experience the trauma that she went through back then, or what she did, happened in sort of in the same way as we saw in the previous one with Ike, and going back into some sort of memory, everything just being paused, or, you know, everything standing still, and then boom, it moves. And you're back in some sort of memory, being very, very much aware that it's a memory, but the people who are there aren't aware of it, or they don't address it, and then things just sort of play out. That's really fucking spooky, and clearly the fog also has something to do with that. That is, it was planted.
Yeah, planted the same way that these weird tunnels are planted, and yeah, you're very much right about that. That's clearly why the boy went under the bed, because there's most likely a secret
tunnel
secret tunnel down there as well. Maybe it doesn't lead anywhere either, but maybe you need some sort of key or something in particular to sort of open it up. Otherwise, it's just like it goes nowhere.
But it was kind of weird, like the placement of when he did it. Like when they went to Prometheus.
Yeah.
Still don't know how to say it in German. But if they went to Prometheus, it was like around that time he went down.
Yeah.
Under the bed and down in the whole thing. And when they got back, he got out again. Right?
I think so, yeah. That's kind of what happened. And then Daniel entered the room and asked him, "Did you find it?"
Mm-hmm.
And he shook his head.
So he was looking for something down there.
That he didn't find.
Yeah.
What could that be? What are they looking for? And then, yeah, Ike and Maura going to the Prometheus, really having a look around. He found the page with the passenger list, and she was on it.
Yeah, but we knew that it was not her real name. Because there has been clues.
Yeah.
Her real name, like, hey, this is an Irish name, and she's like, yeah, but you're not Irish, and she was like, no, I'm not.
Yes, and in the first episode, she was standing in front of the mirror and like telling herself,
Exactly.
like, my name is Maura Franklin.
Exactly.
So obviously, yeah, not her real name, and I don't think I don't know if there's been any clues or anything in the episodes that has actually told us what her real name is. Maybe
we know that her brother perhaps went on the other ship, right? And also, did they say something about that her father owns the company of the ships? And we know that his name is Henry Singleton, because we just got that in this one, that his name was Henry Singleton.
Yeah, okay. Did they say that was the name of her father?
No, they said that the owner of the company
is Henry Singleton. And then we know that the name Henry is on her letter. Yeah. Everyone else got their own name on it. She's the only one so far that doesn't, like, the letter isn't necessarily addressed to her. So the letter is addressed to her father, or, it was sent to her father instead. But then inside of it, it's written as it's like for her, because it says your brother, which is from her brother. Right?
Yeah, but I'm a bit confused about everything.
We're supposed to be, yeah.
I feel like I'm having a bit of a deja vu.
With
right
watching
now.
Dark?
Yeah, exactly. Like everything is just, it's so confusing.
Yeah. Something that also reminds me of Dark, is again with the secret tunnel and it leading nowhere. We also got that in Dark with the cave, and it's seemingly leading nowhere, like it hadn't been dug yet at that point, and it was a whole time thing, and then you sort of needed this apparatus to open it up or travel through time. And what if it's something similar, like they're kind of using that again?
Yeah,
and maybe you need the pyramid thing, the three-sided pyramid,
perhaps
the black, to like as a key, and that's how the boy was able to go down there and actually go look for something, because he was able to open up like and go places.
Yeah, so perhaps he's just like giving her the key and not necessarily trapping souls.
Yeah, maybe this is just okay. You want to know what happened to the passengers? It's not because this is where they are. They're in this thing, but this is what can lead you to where they are, or well, you can use this as a key to get answers. I think that might be more likely. At least I feel like we might be on to something, or probably not. And then full on in this episode, like we started talking about it, and we also talked about it in the previous one, and all the characters have been talking about it as well. Like a mutiny is coming.
Yeah.
That's what we got in the end. Yes. They took up arms, and Tove almost like leading the charge there, because she is mad as hell.
Yeah.
And pregnant. Don't piss her off.
Don't piss pregnant people off.
No, don't do that. So, yeah. Wanted him to turn the ship around, or they want to turn the ship around, but that's kind of a moot point now, because the ship teleported somewhere. So, what and did it just physically like move from one place to another in the world, or did it go through time, or like where
through space or dimensions, or
again, I feel like we're definitely getting into something like that again, be it time travel or alternate dimensions, multiverses, like something akin to what they did in Dark. I really feel like that's where we're going with this again. Yeah. We didn't get to see if Lucian survived.
Yeah, I think he survived. Like, usually if you have
a seizure,
you survive it. You can fry your brain completely. So you basically just go
brain dead,
or at least get a serious injury. I don't know what it's called when you get like
yeah.
Oh, he could have hurt his head when he fell, because that's also usually, if you have a seizure, that's something you have to be careful.
Yeah, if you fall over and hit your head or something. Yeah.
So if you know that it comes, you have to prepare to not. Yeah.
Yeah, she's with him though, and it was interesting to see that's being with her like we thought that he wanted to. That's not what he wanted.
No.
Just wanted to be there in her presence, or at least just get away from the life that he thought he wanted. And then we got this horrible madam, Mrs. Wilson, from what we know, Victoria or Virginia or whatever it said. Like, we could probably look up the names, but I don't want to like risk running into spoilers.
I feel like it was Victoria. I feel like she introduced herself as Victoria to Laura.
Oh, yeah. You might be right about that, now that you say it. But anywho, yeah, she clearly made some money off of it. And I don't know if she's necessarily involved in anything. Like, she's mysterious as fuck and has a lot going on, but I don't know if she has anything to do with like the really mysterious shit that's going on in this.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, also because she's one of the people who's got a letter like so many others.
She's just a horrible person, I think.
Yeah, so she's a pawn, but a horrible pawn at that. Or whatever you want to say. Yeah.
She's P-I-M-P?
P-A-M-P, yeah. Fuck, man. And what else did we... Well, we learned that there are Norwegian people on the ship as well.
Yeah, so I think I kind of find it slightly hilarious that the supposedly Scandinavian people are all
poor
at this point.
Yeah, but there are also there are other people down there that maybe necessarily aren't Scandinavian, but at least from somewhere in Europe, and we know Oleg.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do, like, he wanted to warn the captain, and of course got captured and thrown into the same room as where Jerome is, whom we hadn't seen since they knocked him out.
Yeah, but I just thought it was both the only Norwegian and the only Danish people we've met in this series. They're all third class, so they're all poor, very poor. And I just thought it was...
Yeah, I guess rich people in Scandinavia, they don't have anything to run from at this. I don't know.
Yeah, and I also think perhaps I know there is somewhat of a surge of people going
from Scandinavia to the US or
they
America.
Settled down in Minnesota and like the northwestern
part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just kind of a coincidence, or I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily how they the creators, they just imagine
everyone
Scandinavians like they're all just piss poor.
Yeah, piss poor and extremely religious.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, no.
No.
And at that point in time, would there be any reason to run from Scandinavia because they're so religious?
I don't think so. I think they would run because they were poor.
Yeah.
Or because, like, with everyone else around, there's something happened to the family. We know that Krista is homosexual.
Yes. Yeah, we got that whole thing. Yep.
Yeah, with
Angel.
I don't know how you say it in Spanish.
Angel. I'm sorry. Bad pronunciation. But at least.
And he said something like, "You can't hide."
Yeah.
I think that's me. Sorry.
It's okay.
You can't hide.
No.
I see right through you and who you are. I'm wearing a mask. My mother put on that mask for me.
Yeah.
So there's definitely also something there. I'm looking very much forward to see the rest of his story, if and when they focus on him.
Yeah, they could do that next episode, or I definitely like one of the episodes focusing in on him.
Yeah, I hope so, because I think he's very intriguing. Because when he got back from the whole thing with Krista, he had the whole spat with Ramiro, where it was
all about who you are and
yeah, he's obviously done something like this before, and perhaps they were a couple before, and then he murdered a person out of jealousy, and that's why then they had to run. And didn't he also say something like you tried to hide who you are, and now this is what got us here? It's because
no, I think because
you can't hide.
I think what I'm sorry, I'm just gonna call him Angel because
Okay.
I don't bad with the pronunciation. I think what was sort of insinuated there was that he didn't hide who he was back home and was just acting out on what he wanted to do, and that had consequences, and then clearly like helped each other and ended up having to maybe kill a priest to pretend to be a priest because then that will give you the legitimacy to travel and maybe hide better or something. So I think it's his refusal to not hide who he is that has sort of gotten them into this situation. Not that I'm saying that you should hide who you are, but at this point in time, and now he's doing the same thing here aboard the ship, where he's just I take what I want. I am who I am.
And aside from Krista, then we have Tove, and Tove is pregnant, and it doesn't seem like she has a spouse, so she might have gotten pregnant out of wedlock.
Oh,
and that's very much frowned upon. And
at the time,
yeah, that could be like, okay, so you have 3 children, right? They had Ada, and then Krista and Tove.
Yeah,
and Krista is perhaps like at least he's bisexual, perhaps homosexual. That's at least what we have alluded to. And then you have another kid that is pregnant out of wedlock.
Yeah,
especially when you're this freaking religious.
Yeah, but the parents are still there at least and going with them. So it's not like they're running from their parents at least, but just the system or whoever's the. Yeah,
they might still, even though they are very religious and this is a horrible situation, they might still be supportive of their children.
One could only hope.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm sure we'll get into their story at some point as well.
Yeah, get some more Danish flashbacks. That could be cool. Is there anything else we should dive into with this one? Or are we just all confused at this point, and maybe we just need a little break to let it all sink in and then continue as soon as we possibly can. But before we end the video, do have Danish word of the day, and like we talked about in the last one, should probably just do the title, and it was very much a part of the episode as well, of course. So the fog, which means
tone. Yeah, so again we have the article,
yes,
the, and then you put it in the back of the word in Danish. So it's
a fog.
A fog is toge, en tog. Yeah, it must be en tog. Yeah.
Although you don't really say it like that, but there's not a fog, like that's
no, it's more like it's foggy.
Yeah, that's not a word that you can use like as a single.
I think you can, but we just don't really.
One fog, more fogs. No, at least the fog equals togen. Yes.
So the singular word is toge, and then if you have the article, it's togen.
Yeah, should work like that. But either way, just again on the screen now, the fog equals togen in Danish. And there's a little funny Danish letter in there that some of you maybe aren't familiar with, which is the A with the O above it, the circle above it. So yeah, that's an O. We have 3 letters in our alphabet that most other countries don't use, which is A, Ö, O. And maybe you've seen some of them before, misused in like titles and shit.
Yeah, because it's not just stylized A's and O's. No, it's
it's actual letters with their own specific sound to it. So maybe you've heard us rant about that before in some other videos.
We do that a lot, I think, or at least written. There's this band. What are they called? It's a metal band. I can't remember the names, but they recently got out with an album. It was Machine Head, I think. I think it was Machine Head, and they used our Ö. So it's like an O, but with like
with the line through
it. Like
they used it as an O in every title.
And it was like blood, and it's ridiculous to look at if you actually like that word, like that letter. It's the vocal sound is Ö.
Yeah.
And I know it's very hard for some people to pronounce it, and it's,
yes.
And it was just ridiculous to read through it, because it was just no, please don't do that.
It makes no sense.
Please don't stylize it and think it's because we do stylized O's when it's like a complete separate letter. That's just that's the rant. Sorry, that's
rant over again. And with that, I think that'll do it for this reaction and review of 1899 Season 1, Episode 3, The Fog. Thank you again to Movie Palette for sponsoring this video. Remember to check out the links down in the description and the pinned comment. Use the code SPIDER15 to get 15% off. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you as soon as possible. Bye.
Bye.